Man, it is now April 29th, 2020. This video, I am going to upload it on YouTube, this one. Even though I did make a video earlier, it was like 19 minutes. And then when I formatted the videos that I had on my cell phone, it erased some of the videos. Or it did something with it. When I'm looking for the videos, it wasn't there. But listen, you remember my idea with the spa, but I called it the sonar scent. You know, I already made videos about it though on my other YouTube channel, and I spoke about it. But the reason why I'm telling you this, remember that there was a movie that I watched. The individuals are like a space dome a certain type of way, right? And then it almost, something happened in the movie with certain individuals, and I told individuals what to do to save their life. They're dealing with the meters, the conduct. Let me tell you something. Cars are the same thing for certain individuals. The individual that had set off the explosion on the space dome and before it collapsed on the planet, you gotta put that individual in like a sauna. It's like a spa room where you go and go heat up your body and you sweat out the debris and stuff. But you remember mine's is different because the scent it gives you can have like a mint scent, or like, it's like a perfume, but it's not hazardous to the human condition. And if other individuals feel a certain type of way, you could give them like a certain mask that you use, and it covers their nose for their body chemistry so they could be able to breathe. I'm just telling you what to do because other people are supposed to use their consciousness a certain type of way so they can know what to do as far as their human condition, because that individual got to vent out. The chick that set off the bomb, she got to be able to vent out a certain type of way. You got to isolate them through them time sequences of the impact and at certain meters at the time, and you gotta put them in like a sonar room and stuff, where they sweat the chemistry that was irritating their nervous system out, and then on top of it, then that individual can't really move around a certain type of way, because remember, it was his matter of anatomy that set off him and the chick that set off the explosion that almost devastated the planet a certain type of way. So them individuals gotta be like locked down, and then you see that it's like that rollerboard, like you stand on it and it moves and stuff. When you shipping him to another cell, because during the time you fixing that situation, you can't have that anatomy move in a certain type of way. They gotta be shipped to the cell using that machine, and then on top of it, it gotta be stopped periodically with the voltage that you're using on the machine, because you don't want it to set off the situation individuals are trying to correct. So a certain type of way, it gotta move at a certain sequence, slow enough for that individual. Well, I would just tell you keep that individual in a cell on some Professor Xavier type situation. And then on top of it, individuals gotta go and clean the cell and wipe down the walls every time he vent off at the certain time and stuff. And then you change his clothing, and then, and individuals secure themselves. The individuals that didn't get caught up at certain proximities or perimeters to be able to secure that individual, because his anatomy that caused this shit, you don't want it vibrating in the conduct. And individuals that was regarding the situation, you let them clean the cell a certain type of way, so the explosion to certain conduct is different. Like you wear like a form of like a reflector suit a certain type of way that refines the inside condition for one protection. It gives like probably a cool air or something to their anatomy, and then on top of it, then you move you move the other you move the other individual, you know, in the cell. You have him pacing in the cell with walls that's secure a certain type of way. You know, you're gonna have to at times put a certain type of reflector and a vibrational current in the walls that humbles his mental, so he can have some type of enjoyment, because you don't want his anatomy vibrating at a frequency a certain type of way, even though he's being concealed. Because if other individuals he came into contact with is already fixing the situation or looking at the situation, you got to keep his mental on calm with that chick, so that situation could be repaired. Everybody that was helping the individual devastate and that almost caused the situation, you gotta lock them down a certain type of way, and then go out to the sequences and do what you're doing. Is this safety precautions, like extra safety precautions, because the anatomy vibrate a certain type of way, and at a time when it's all good, then at certain times the sequences when it's all good, you let them move around, or you bring them somewhere. Natural in nature, not too much around vibrational conduct or current. You bring them somewhere around natural nature that has a little conduct, and then you let him be peaceful a certain type of way with his movement at a time. He probably gonna have to do like well, because he's a male, probably gonna have to do 6 years or something. The female chick, she gonna have to do 5 years like that, a certain type of way, till individuals. Hey, homie, yeah? Come on the street, nigga. You know, the vibrational conduct for like 6 years, a certain type of way, so shorty anatomy could calm down. He do 6 years, she do 5 years, and then the other 5 years, because it gotta be like 10. So the other 5 years, they in a certain social habitation of a quality of the earth, like an earth or grass, where they could put their feet on grass and it's clean with certain sandals, and you keep their clothes clean to the vibrational conduct. And then after the 5 years she doing certain type of facility, so it got to be a certain type of facility in an area where they could walk around, is large enough for them to walk around, that if they get bored looking at one thing, they could go to another section of the situation. And then after that, shorty do another 5 years, he do another 6 years, because he got to do 12 years, so he's gonna have to do another 6 years. And then each individual that helped them, male or female, you know, it's the same thing. Something very serious, you got to take it very serious, especially in repairing, and especially because we're in the year of the reflection on a high vibrational conduct. So you have to do it. So I'm not gonna explain the intricacies. Another person that's a scientist, that's love the things that they do, they'll take pleasure in loving it and figuring out the rest of the intricacies that I'm speaking about. But have a wonderful day. That's all I had to tell you and stuff. You should know a movie I'm speaking about, because they took the cab and all type of situation, and it was a movie. I forgot what was the dude name. It was like the other dude from Born Citizen. I forgot. He was in the movie also, you know what I'm saying? But he was trying to tell a dude to stop the dude from doing something stupid. But he would be one of the individuals that you tell to help him secure the situation. The little intricacies that you need to know, you should take it upon yourself, take it serious, especially international security. Take it very serious what I said, because the vibrational conduct, he could have been doing so. He was at such a high position in life. That's what caused the situation, because his position. So the time that he has to do a certain type of way. You know, a person got to be leisure of certain type of things. You just got to make sure their reality is comfortable for their mental a certain type of way, because you have to make them do at least, shorty has to do at least 10 years. He has to do 12 years, because the masculine points of his physics, and then on top of it, you want to humble the reality into his consciousness a certain type of way, so it doesn't trigger certain type of things that was already pressurizing that type of chemistry. It's gonna happen on levels with certain individuals, but you just gotta find out what was the situation about that caused it. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I didn't want to watch the movie because when I realized what was going on and where I was, I already had tried to pause it to save individuals' life, because if I didn't pause it in the digital system, the current would have been too much. But I'm telling you, make sure you do that though. Love one, Ralph Lynn, alright?